Hello children, in today's class we'll discuss a graph of exponential function that is y equals to 2 to the power of x. Okay, so before drawing the graph, let me tabulate the values of x and y so that we can easily draw the graph. Okay, so now this is x value, this is y value. Okay, keep x equals to 0. See, 2 to the power of 0 equals to how much? It is 1. 2 to the power of 1. What is 2 to the power of 1? 2 to the power of 1 equals to 2 itself. Okay. 2 to the power of 2, it is 4. What is 2 cube? It is 8. 2 to the power of 4, it is 16. So you can take a number of values, but if you take the more values, it was somewhat difficult to draw the graph properly. Okay. So next, let me take the next negative values. If x equals to minus 1, x equals to minus 1. You know the formula a to the power of minus n equals to 1 by a to the power of n. Okay. So now if 2 to the power of minus 1, I can write 1 by 2. What is the 1 by 2? 0.5. It is 0.5 now. X equals to minus 2. Similarly, if I go 2 to the power of minus 2 equals to 1 by 2 square. 1 by 2 square, what 2 square? 1 by 4. 1 by 4 is 0.25. 0.25. Now x equals to minus 3. X equals to minus 3 means how much you get? Similarly, if you do 1 by 8, you will get. So 1 by 8 equals to 0.125. 0.125. So if x equals to minus 4, x equals to minus 4, 2 to the power of minus 4 is equals to 1 by 2 to the power of 4, 1 by 16. So 1 by 16, how much you get? 0.0625. Okay. X equals to minus 5. 1 by 32, that is 0.03125. So you can take a number of values here, no problem. So by using x and y values, let me draw a graph. Okay. So taking graph sheet. So I already drawn the table. The values of I put the values of x and y coordinates. Now let me draw the graph by using the values. When x equals 0, y equals to 1. This is nothing but on y axis x coordinate is 0. So this is nothing but it is 0. So what about 1 to 2? When x equals to 1, y equals 2. When x equals to y equals to 4. When x equals to 3, y equals to 8 itself. When x equals to 4, y equals 16. So my graph is not supporting this value. Okay. And x equals to minus 1, it is 0.5, approximately half of the value. Okay. X equals to minus 2 is 0.025. To give some area. X equals to minus 3, it is like this. X equals to minus 4, 0.0625, which is very near to the x axis but not touching the x axis. and x equals to minus 5, 0.03. It's very almost near. So let me connect all these points carefully. You should not use a scale to join these points. So if you join with free hand, you will get a smooth curve like this. You see, if you observe this graph is never intersecting the x-axis. Understood? Meaning on x-axis y value is 0, meaning the graph is not touching the x-axis, is neither touching nor intersecting. Okay. Now if see, for x value, for x positives, the graph is increasing exponentially. But when x is decreasing, like if you take the x equals to minus values, it is slowly falling down, but it's never touches the x. So next, let me take a simple equation. Phi equals to 2 to the power of x. Okay, in the here, for what value of x 2 becomes 5. So before this, first of all, 2 square equals to 4, 2 to the power of 1 equals to 1, 2 cube equals to 8. So when 2 for the power of 3, 2 becomes 8, 2 to the power of 2 itself, 2 square is 4. Now for what value of x 2 becomes 5? That's you need to find. So definitely it is between 2 and 3. Why? Because 2 square is 4, 2 cube is 8. The 5 is lies in between the 4 and 8. So definitely the power x here, x is greater than 2 but less than 3, this value. So let me check from the graph. We check from the graph. So y value is the 5 from the graph. Draw a line parallel to the x-axis from the point 5, okay, which is parallel to the x-axis. Now from that point, so definitely it is between 2 and 3. Okay, what I just now, what is the relationship between phi and x? Phi and x. See, 2 becomes 5 for what value of x? Okay, so that relation I can call now a logarithm. The relation I can call a logarithm. So x is called logarithm of pi. When 2 raised is power to 2, it become 4. When 2 raised power 3, it become 8. When 2 raised is power to 4, it become 16. Similarly, 2 to the power of x 32. For what value of x 2 becomes 32? So it is exactly operation for previous operations. 2 to the power of 2 equals to 4, 2 cube is 8, 2 to the power of 4 is 16. Now 2 to the power of x equals to 32, meaning for what value of x 2 becomes 32. Okay, so here you need to find the x so that 2 becomes 32. That is nothing but a logarithm. Okay, so logarithm is inverse operation of the exponents. Inverse operation of the exponents. Okay now. Here instead of 5, let me take our original value, that is y is equals to 2 to the power of x. From the graph it is clear that y is never become 0. Okay, yes or no? Y never become 0. You please remember this. So in general, if n equals to a to the power of x is an exponential where n is what n is greater than 0. N is greater than 0 because n never becomes 0. A is not equals to 0, a is greater than 0, greater than 1. You know why n is greater than 0? Because this y is never becoming 0, that's why n is always greater than 0. A is not equals to 0 because when 0 becomes 0 to the power of anything which is not defined, and 1 to the power of anything 1. So that's why it doesn't give any meaning. So that's why I am taking a should be greater than 1. So applying the logarithm for this, see, for what value of x a becomes n, there is a logarithm here. So simple exponential, I will say this, a to the power of x equals to n in the exponential form, but in the form of logarithm I can explain for what value of x a becomes n. So let me apply the logarithm. X equals to log of base a to n, base a to n. Strictly here n is greater than 0, n should not be less than 0, meaning for no values of negative integers it is not defined. Okay now. So and also it should not becomes 0 కావద్దు, తర్వాత there should not be no negative values. Okay na? So it is called logarithm. So while defined logarithm, why n is always greater than 0? Because the graph is neither intersecting x axis nor touching. Okay.